the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got Desmond Ridder. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Falcons and the Chargers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously it was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Ridder on 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. KJ Hamler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And returning it, here's Hamler. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them is what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And his throw here's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Ritter's throw taken in by London. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars if this ball was overthrown.
That one deep for London. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ritter with it after the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. It's Eckler again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Herbert. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Taking it about the 16. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division, and I'm making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Caught by London. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Ritter. Shot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Ritter now. Forced out to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
This pass caught by Hamler. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he's got it. And he is out of bounds here. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
Ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Giants who were able to come away with the road victory. Daniel Jones, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they trailed the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Jets still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. It was a terrific first half from the former Cincinnati man, Desmond Ridder. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. Fights off the defender. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Ridder and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Donovan Peoples-Jones, 55 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition,
he's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Herbert. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 7 at the 45-yard line. Go.
A give. Eckler running to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Herbert. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Arnold Ebiketie coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Coup for the extra point.
And that stretches the lead to 27. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Chargers offense back onto the field.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of a team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Ritter with another throw on second down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Again, it's Robinson. And running with power here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 of the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Robinson.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make...
And he gets in. Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go.
Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Chargers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Coup now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Hamler now on the return. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Robinson with another carry.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for Atlanta, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.